wallet? Why not? Spike jacket? Sure. Brass knuckles? Whatever. What's going on, metalheads? Thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of the Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your host. And this week, it's pretty cool because we're... I've said this year has been the year of the full band. And there's been so many interviews where, like, so many full bands have been on the show, either in Zoom or in person. And here is yet another one. From Lima, Peru, is Argul. I hope I pronounced that correctly, because I'm a hick from Indiana, and I have a draw and a whoa, partner kind of accent. Like, I always think that, but I often mispronounce a lot of names. So thank you all for being here. As I said, from Lima, Peru. Before we get started, let's introduce who we have.
Okay, well, I am Mauricio, Guerrero, guitarist and vocalist for Argul. Jose María, Venturi, other guitar and vocals. Gian Holmes. Yeah, right. Our bass, and Alonso is my brother. Alonso.
Bass, I didn't know I was a fish.
Alonso Guerrero. Alonso Guerrero is my brother, drummer.
You know, that's funny that you say that, because I heard somebody say earlier that James Hetfield hates bass so much he won't even go bass fishing because it's the same. It's spelled the same. So, I noticed, Mauricio, you said that's your brother, and you got a new tattoo going here.
Yeah, it's not a burn still.
Yeah, I see. I see the wrap. What is it? What did you get?
It's kind of a
My face.
devil.
It's a self-portrait.
It's like a devil made in stonework kind of shit.
Hell yeah. We'll have to you'll have to post pictures of it on the Instagram when it's healed.
Yeah, I will.
Because that you're doing when this interview actually airs, it'll have already been healed. So there you go. So hell yeah. Thank you all for doing this yet again. So how are things? Before we get into all the music talk, how are things? How's life treating you? How's Lima? How's I think it's Lima, actually. Is it how's the pronunciation? Because in Ohio it's Lima, Ohio.
Actually, you pronounced it very well. It's Lima.
Lima.
Well, it's actually rainy. It's just like a little rain today. And well, we are pretty much fine. At least I am. Well, first of all, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
And well, I don't know you guys. I'm fine. I'm doing well. We're having some beers here. We're about to have some practice after this interview. We have a concert coming up the next August 22.
Yeah, up next we need to figure out the set list for the show. So
Hell yeah. That's always the fun part. Now, you said it was raining there, and I feel that I have been begging for rain this whole week because it has just been unbearably hot. So yeah, hopefully that is. Now, you said though that so we're recording this. It's kind of late. It's around 9:30 at night, and y'all are about to go in and practice. So that's pretty cool that you're in a place to where you can come in late and just hammer away on the music.
Can I get this?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
kind of privileged here. We have a
The drummer has permission to speak.
shut the fuck up, man. So we have this really big privilege because we have a rehearsal room which belongs to our brother-in-law, who's a bassist for Illwind and former bassist for Rey Normitaño, which is now dissolved, right? And so this is this place inside of his house, which is completely made for late night rehearsals. So you can blast amps and drums.
We can
and,
show you actually.
We do actually. We normally do rehearse at maybe 11 or 12, and
You need to say the name for the place.
the neighbors don't really.
Oh my gosh. Hey.
So this is the room, the amps, everything. 2 amps.
Man, see, that's hardcore. So like I used to be in a band where we did the same thing where we would practice and we could do it at any time of night because it was in like an industrial part of town. And it was basically a storage unit. It was a climate controlled storage unit that we could practice in. And we weren't the only band that used them for that in that area. So, I mean, there were people that lived in a couple of their units. Like a band guy'd get kicked out of his apartment or whatever, and you would always know because you would every time that you would go in on Tuesday for practice, and he would be there, and it wouldn't be their practice day, and then like Thursday would roll around for practice, and it's not their day, and he's still there. It's like, yeah, dude's crashing on the practice couch.
We used to have those around here, but not anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing of the past anymore. I've noticed that, you know, I'm in my 40s now, and I don't notice that a lot anymore because everybody that I'm in a band with has their own house now.
Yes, indeed. Right.
They're a little bit more stable, and I don't know if that's how you all are too. So give everybody the rundown of Argul. Tell us about, because as the Metal Archive show that you've been around since 2014, but this is pretty much the first full-length album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it all started back in 2013, 14 with me and Jose Maria. We met at college, so we just decided to make some music, and as we had this space that we could use as a practice room, we just started to.
they let us use it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
It's not ours.
Yeah, it's for the record, it's not ours. It's borrowed. But we basically started to practice here, both of us, and since then, just things started to, you know, we created our goal without knowing, you know. So
Yeah, for sure.
for a couple of years, the beginning it was just me playing guitar and singing, or trying to sing, because I was trying to find a vocalist, but at the end I didn't find one, so I had to stay here as a vocalist as well. And he was playing the drums. We started to create a couple of songs, and Hendro was one of them.
That is on the album. No, Henry is on the album.
Yeah, I think the second song, Hendro, is the first song that we created. So basically, it all started here in this very same room. And after 1 year, a couple of years, it was like, okay, maybe we can have a band. So we started searching for a bassist. We found another guy, another drummer, and things just like, I don't know, were already set up. So it took like a long time for us to record this and for it to come out. Because I mean, mostly it's like procrastination, basically. We were just like, I don't know, lazy heads or something.
And young.
Like that.
And
young, and we were just like, I don't know, yeah, someday we will record, someday we'll mix it, and we just never did.
Can I say something after that regarding the we have a little story there.
Yeah, basically at the end, things came together. We ended up having, like, I don't know, material for enough material for 4 albums.
2 or 3 albums, yeah.
And we have just like recorded and mixed one, which is this one, the first album, Soledad and Orgullo, which is for solitude and pride in Spanish. So our plans are just to like keep recording this like as soon as possible, because we have the material, and I don't want to get loose on the procrastination.
Sure. Yeah, you wanna put the rest of it down too. Yeah, you don't want to let it get away from you.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when it all this started to move. I was not the original bass player, and but I knew the band. I used to like organize shows, and I heard of them, and I said, "Oh, that's cool." Like the first time I heard Argul was live, well, from a YouTube video, and a couple of years later, I started playing the bass, and I said, "Hey, man, you have so much fucking great songs. Why haven't you recorded?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea." And his brother-in-law said, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Let me call the studio down the road so you can record, start recording, and yeah." But that was also a process that took what, 8 years? Almost,
yeah, and I mean, at the same time, we were just like so stoners.
Right.
I mean, we were every time we started a practice here, like 80% of the time, it was just like us smoking pot here, and the other.
Well, that's the best practices, though. That's especially when you get the tape recorder rolling. Whether if you're doing like a digital, if you're in the moment, and you're just doing your thing, and the room's going, and yeah, that's when you make the best art, I think.
Oh no, of course. I mean, don't misunderstand me, man. Like that absolutely like paved our way to create like a lot of songs. But when you like do it that much, you end up getting your first record in 10 years.
Right.
Well, don't smoke that much, kids.
No, it's like we are not ashamed about that, because it's like we took the time, but we were not like with the hurry of doing it. So
we actually have a song about that that's called Procrastination too. So
yeah, there is a song that's coming on the second album that is called Procrastination. I mean, it doesn't actually talks about that. It's just, I don't know, goofy shits. But I mean, at the end, yeah, I mean, the way it came out, we're actually proud of it, because it also let us get the label that we have now with Personal Records, that has actually made a really great job. I mean, with a lot of contacts. It's pretty awesome, and we just I don't know, I'm pretty grateful.
So, yeah, it was worth every year of the waiting.
Yeah, and that's what's so rewarding about it, is because I think one of the big misconceptions in, especially in metal, is like the record contract thing. The media, Hollywood media and whatever has always sit there and pushed in like you've got to go to California and do the thing, Los Angeles and whatnot. And it's just like, no, you don't have to. And there's different statuses of where you feel comfortable being in there. Yeah, I mean, of course, like would you want to be on that like arena tour thing where you're playing to 50,000 people a night? Yeah, that would always be cool, but like even just getting the independent label to put something out is still just as rad.
It feels rad. I feel grateful too. I mean, I was not always in the band. I'm kind of new since 2023, I think, 2022. Around there.
I remember.
Yeah, we didn't really used to get along that good. me and Mauricio. But
you had to first, if you start one practice, and
but now we do.
Yeah,
now
we do. Yeah.
We get along. I mean, he was always there, but it was like more like there, out there. There was another drummer, and at the end, after COVID-19, the former drummer Emilio, which is actually, he recorded 3 of the songs on the album. He just didn't have enough time, or he was just not quite like into it at that moment, and we decided to continue with Alonso. And at the end, man, it was pretty good, actually. I mean, the songs just like shaped into a new I don't know, color,
new animal.
into a new animal
for sure.
It was
Well,
pretty much all-
and cheers to the brothers thing, because hey, I know how it is, because me and my brother don't always get along either, and we're just in that moment right now where we are. But yeah, and that's got to be so cool. And I'm sorry to interrupt, but like that's got to be so rad to be able to come full circle that way as being brothers and being able to play music together now, and this be something that you share.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely awesome. I mean, we didn't get along like that much. I mean, musically, like when we tried to play together, we weren't like I don't know, maybe synchronized on the same frequencies, or we weren't just like on the same page.
That's
At
right.
least
Mhm.
At first.
at first, yeah.
Now we are.
And
Now we
now,
are.
when this happened around 2022, 2023, when he came here, it was just like it was that time that just felt right. And I guess I don't know, maybe we at that moment, thank you, man. At that moment, we were able to do things like to get along, and things just fit. It was cool actually. I mean, we still have like our little fights and just like that.
A little.
It's just bullshit. I mean, at the end of the day, Argul works. The songs are coming out, and they just work perfectly.
Also, one of the cool
Definitely.
about Alonso being in the band, and I heard this from the public, people that go to live shows, is since they're brothers, they have like similar like tones in the voice, and
Yeah,
when
our-
Alonso does the backing vocals,
Our
it's
voices are pretty much the same.
like a synergy.
Sure.
So, yeah, a lot of people has told us that is crazy. Like sometimes we sing together with the harmonies and stuff. So it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, they have told me like it's kind of weird to hear you guys singing at the same time, because it's like two same voices.
Right.
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
And I've never heard it because I'm on stage, and it's like you can't hear your own voice, right?
Right,
So,
right.
but yeah, I guess it's cool.
Yes, you can. But
I guess, yeah.
So how is the scene in Lima? Because I don't think people realize how big of a city that is. And I mean, the whole epicenter is about, based on current statistics, is around 10 million people. And I mean, that's about the same. That's a little bit bigger than New York City proper. So not the whole metro area, but just the city itself. And, you know, so how is the scene? How is like getting into the doom metal scene? Do you have a nice cultivated scene down there, or is it something that's like few and far between and you have to promote your own shows or what?
It's kind of like that. It's like a DIY shit. Lima as a city, like geographically, is pretty centralized. We have like 3 4 districts that are like the I don't know, the main ones, and the other ones are just like how do you say this, like the outer
Like the the the,
outer
the
rim.
burbs.
The outer rim.
I wouldn't really say that. Maybe I could take a jab at this one. So Lima is kind of an improvised city because it was not planned. It grew
it's
like
really
in the '80s.
Yeah.
After immigration, it grew like really fast and very very disorganized. So
and there was no plan at all.
it's kind of fragmented, I'd say.
Like
I
an
think
order within chaos.
It's a really big city for metal. Like there's a lot of metal in every district because it's divided into districts, right? So, and well, doom metal, I wouldn't say that there's a lot of everywhere, but more like in the south part of the city, of the central. For to put it this way, there's a metropolitan area, what they call it,
Mhm.
like
Like
city.
downtown.
Yeah, so the center, the south part of that, maybe I think that's where the most of the doom
Right.
part of the metal scene focuses on, right? So
It's-
the rest of there's also a lot of black metal, for example, in the north, inside the city, right?
Right.
But
Okay.
doom metal, it's a not that big of a scene.
It's interesting because
They're your fucking
in the
leader.
Doom in the Doom scene and in concerts, you see also, since it's not that big, but you see people from different like underground scenes. For example, people that enjoy heavy metal sometimes go to Doom scenes. People that enjoy punk, they sometimes go.
Sure.
You have a mixed crowd sometimes because it's not
America.
that big of a scene in regarding the Doom metal scene here, but it gets like a little bit of everything.
I mean, it's not that big. That's what she said. But it's like, I mean, we don't have like this support from the state. I don't know, maybe like France or in Europe, that sometimes part of the culture itself is music, right? So they are there for you if you want to do a festival, if you want to do some shits, they help you out. Here, I mean, we have some, but it's like really tiny, and you have to be I don't know, like
Yeah, to get all
really
permissions
really
to-
big band, go through so many filters and win that spot. So it's not that common, but we have a scene. It's a tiny scene. It's been evolving since years ago.
Unless you play cumbia. If you play cumbia,
right? Yeah.
every door is open for you.
If you play cumbia or
Yeah.
you are like famous from day one.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we do have our concerts. There is some social organizations here, like um, mostly it's, I don't know, if I want to make I'm trying to organize now a concert to present our album in October. So basically, what I do is just contact this bar in downtown. So, and I just do it. We take our shits from this
From the studio.
room, take them all there, and we just do it. And it's
Sure.
a DIY thing,
But
right?
sometimes you gotta be aware of like the schedules in some gigs because
Yeah,
it's rough here sometimes because we have had gigs or I was in some gigs that
It's like
in
a
downtown that it's only if you play past like 3 a.m. or something you get the cops.
It's like
in the
it's like
the venue.
half improvised, half I don't know, informal.
Right.
But it also has its own touch.
Charm.
You know, it has its own charm.
Yeah.
It's pretty much how a lot of things are like that.
It's like it really feels underground sometimes.
in Lima. Yeah, it's really underground.
It's really underground. So yeah.
It's really underground. Yeah,
That's all.
And you just said though that if you're playing in certain places like downtown, if you play past like 3 a.m., that's like super late shows. And I remember back in like 2012 and 2011 booking shows, and our cutoff was at 2.
Right.
And it's just like remembering the days before COVID where everything was such a late night. You know, it was like everybody was up all night, it seemed like, on the weekends. And now it doesn't seem like that anymore.
yeah, but it also depends on, I mean, what is the current law at that time? Because before
Sure.
COVID, I don't know, before COVID, maybe legally you could have like a concert, and you could be like, I don't know, playing up to 4 a.m., 3 a.m. without any problems. But still, you would get cops like running into your bar and like shutting everything off, kicking people out. And
It
it was
depends on
like,
the
what the
district.
fuck? But it depends on a lot of things. On the district, it depends on really, sometimes the cops just want to get in to fuck things up and
Or
get
to get
money,
money, yeah.
or to get money. Really, here,
Yeah.
around here, cops just fuck you up to get money. I mean, you can, for example, I think um, half of the people here in Peru, they just drive their cars without a license,
Mm.
because you just get pulled over and you're just like, hi officer, is there a way we can fix this?
Yeah.
Is there like a workaround? And you just pay like, I don't know, 50 here soles, the equivalent of I don't know,
$15?
$15,
Yeah.
and they just let you go, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
And they, I mean,
Wow.
they
Yeah.
they even have the QR code on their necks as a necklace, ready for you to scan it and pay.
Yes, like Venmo, basically.
The corruption, it's at such stage already, so developed that it's part of our system, and it's so normalized. And it's exactly the same shit for concerts and everything that you want to get, like.
It's
I
a
don't
sort
know.
of fucked up freedom.
So
if you
I
say
can
that.
organize this, and we can play it till 2 a.m. and it can be okay. Or maybe at 1 a.m. the ghosts are going to get in. People fuck you, or give us some money and you're okay. So it's pretty much like that. But we get along with that. So
It's like a curse, but also a blessing in some way. But
yeah, exactly. It's like a curse that we are like, this is so fucked up, but sometimes it works for us.
we're in a current state of like limbo.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
yeah, and that adds up to sometimes a feeling in the underground scene and everything. But it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, that's how we have grown up here. So
And that makes up for pretty good punk bands too around here.
yeah,
So, yeah.
all of the punk bands here, they just
They're killer.
yeah, they talk about all of that shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that I'm definitely seeing some parallels in the way we were doing shows when I was younger and everything too. Just contacting the bar and saying, "Hey, I want to do this," and hopefully it's you go and you set everything up and you do it, and yeah. But to hear everything that what you're talking about with the corruption and everything, that's hard to deal with, and I see a lot of that happening here now. Not like necessarily to the degree of like the QR codes and stuff like that, but I don't see that it's that far off either. Being in America.
Really? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of corruption there everywhere, but like the peak of corruption, like nowadays here at least, is that now our president is Keiko Fujimori.
The daughter of a dictator.
That's like a really, yeah, it's the daughter. I don't know if
it's pretty fucked up. I mean, his dad was a dictator.
It's funny. Well, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not gonna get that much into it really, but
let's don't talk politics.
Yeah, let's not, because I don't want to get the ban on the YouTube here, because getting flagged for political speech or some shit, and because every politician everywhere fucking sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
For example, I have something to say. How can you say giras?
Tours.
For example, that's something that in South America doesn't work really well. Or it's something, for example, that bands that I had, the bands that we had on South America, we don't have tours. For example, no? If you want to play a doom band, a thrash metal, or punk, or whatever, you don't move around Peru. It's just playing Lima, for example.
Yeah.
Or if you have a band and you want to travel to Chile or to Colombia, it's very strange to another people to pay you the travel to go.
Yeah, touring is pretty hard here.
Touring sucks.
it's limited. Yeah, maybe I keep a little bit.
Yes, but it's like
Maybe one kind of a little bit.
Depends on the gender.
So
Yes.
it's something that, for example, I see that I've been, or everybody that knows, maybe in America or maybe in Europe too, that the bands always travel, man. You can travel between countries. You can have contacts about labels. You have contacts about another bands. I don't know. So that's something that in South America is really messed up. That you have to be like
you need to arrange your own tour.
On your own place. That's something that sucks. That I think that really sucks.
Yeah, our economy just doesn't let us.
The infrastructure.
Right. Yeah, the minimum wage here is like.
But we manage.
No politics, man.
Oh shit! Sorry.
So yeah, so that's one of the other things, with like infrastructure in stuff, getting to other places, like going to I was about to say going to Brazil.
Brazil.
Sorry, that's the Motorhead fan in me coming out. But no, like, going into like Colombia, going to Brazil, going into other countries down there, how difficult is that to do? Is it difficult to get to? Is it a lot of shit to go through?
I mean, most people from here go to Chile.
Mm-hmm.
Chile is
because it's
Colombia.
it's right below us, and to get to Chile, you don't really have to cross the Andes. So the road is like very flat. So you just go.
You go straight.
You can go on a bus, and the road is not that.
Yeah, and I think you didn't even
And
need a
also-
passport.
Right.
No, yeah, you don't. But also there's a really big scene for all kinds of metal in Chile. Chile
Chileans
is,
know how to
sure.
fucking.
So yeah, that's what basically what people do here.
But
They go to Chile.
Something that's the problem in travel. Like if you want to travel by yourself, to Chile or to Colombia, whatever, it's like easy. It's an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
But if
it's
you want
easier
to
than
travel
going to
with a
Europe.
band, with your bass, with your I don't know, with
But
your
That's
guitar, that stuff, it's like it's a mess. And I've been in that mess. It's like they don't want you to make a travel because you don't have the money to pay the.
but the cool
the-
thing,
the-
to bring some positivity inside of all these issues and everything. In the bands that we have here in doom, also in heavy metal, they manage. For example, we have some bands that there's a first band here in Peru, that Hyena, that is the first band in Peru that has traveled to all the continents. That's made a tour in every continent.
I think they're in
Around-
China now.
Yeah, they're in fucking
Yes,
China, man.
China.
They're playing in China. For
Hell
example,
yeah.
yeah. So the bass player for the owner of this studio, he's been to Europe a couple of times with his doom band. So it's not impossible. If your sound's good, if your music's good, even though there's limitations, there's not a.
Yeah, but
It's not impossible to
in
get.
this case, it's
Yeah, you can
because
do it.
they
You can
The
have.
problem is the cost of the travel. I think that's
Yeah, exactly.
In
that's the
this
problem.
case, it's
They always
because
make
they
you
have
pay
managed.
you the travel. So that's shit for me. It's like
Yeah,
They
but-
have managed themselves
I don't
like pretty well.
I'm
Right.
even dying to travel. Okay, that's the way I want the stuff to be. It's like if I'm playing for you, don't make me spend the money to make the travel. That's something that I think sucks. But every
But
time
for
a
sure.
band has to travel to Europe, they pay themselves the travel. So that's something that I think is like
Yeah, for us, like to pay our own trips here is like so far away from reality than how it is out there. I don't know, maybe in United States with a minimum wage. Well, I really don't know how it is nowadays, but it's at least better than here. There, with a minimum wage, you could do some things. You could pay your own shits. You could pay your own gigs, maybe. Well, we don't know. But really. here,
Yeah.
with a
I don't
minimum wage,
know. I mean, working for minimum wage here, it
But at least-
depends on per state. Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
in Indiana, it's $7.25 an hour.
it's nothing. Man. It's like,
yeah, here the minimum wage is like $1, and
Yeah.
it's not like enough for paying your food, energy.
travel to Europe, no.
And if you have to choose between energy and food,
Oh no, yeah, you couldn't, like, if you were making $7.25 an hour here, no, you couldn't. There's no way you can survive. No.
yeah. So put
Like
it.
no way, no how, because
Yeah.
even like a one bedroom apartment is still like $900 a month.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, still,
And that's just the rent, no utilities or nothing.
yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, no, you couldn't do it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's rough for a lot of people here for the same reason. For the
I
same reason, because all you want is a livable wage.
I think the next step for us is probably still going to tour Chile. That's what we've been wanting to do for the last 2 years at least. So
Yeah, it's like
we're gonna get there. Still, we're gonna do it. It's not really that.
It's not impossible.
We just have to organize
You just have to
ourselves,
get organized.
like, save some money, and do it because the contacts are out there.
Yeah.
We do have
We're
a couple of
gonna do it. So it's just a matter of time.
Hell yeah. So I also like to ask before we get into the just the bullshit questions here. So we're already at the end of August for 2026. We're always looking into the future of what we're going to do and what we're planning to do. You said that you wanted to put out have an album release show in October. So pending that, what else do you all have on the idea for the band coming up?
For the near future. So now that we have the album, I mean, today we just got
Received those
our
CDs,
CDs
We got the CD around here.
from Mexico. Yeah, bring it here, man. Bring the shit here. So we just got our CDs.
Cassettes too.
I would say like the next step now, we have already like our schedule set up for the next month or so to record the second album. We are going to actually record it here. So we already got this today is
Hell yeah.
here. And yeah, the next steps I would say we are already doing it. We are recording here the second album.
some old songs, no?
It's pretty much going to be out quick. We're going to do it here. We're going to mix it so we can see the light pretty quick, right? And we are hoping to get it out by January, February top,
Right.
But and after that we're going to by then also record the third album and so on, because we, as I said before, have enough material for at least 3 full albums, and the fourth one is already at 80%.
On the mix, yeah.
So the one that we just got out now has, it's like a combination of the early years, and the bonus track has one that we made around 2018 and polished in 2022 when Alonso joined the band. And so that's also why we wanted to include that song on the album, to have something that maybe could showcase our early sound and the Argul of today, right? So the second album is going to be kind of all the songs, 7-ish songs that are going to be of the early time of Argul. And the third album is going to be like all of the new ones around 2021, 22, and that's basically how is the picture here.
That's a plan.
And something that
That's a plan.
Something that we're doing right now too is like changing the idioma, como se dice, the language of the songs to English. Yeah, that's something that we got in mind.
There's a mixture. There's some songs are in Spanish and some songs are in English too. It depends.
Yeah, at some point the songs started to be like more in English. At the beginning it was like Spanish. I mean, we didn't put like so much thoughts into it, but it's just how it happened, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes it's easier to compose them in Spanish because it just fits, and some other times, well, it was just English. But I would say like also a factor that played a part here was that, well, we started to think if we're going to be out there, I guess, I mean, English, it's also, you know,
The way.
the way, but it's not like that much.
It's like
we don't really think about it too much.
But it just happened. So yeah.
Yeah, we started the engine and now we just have to keep it going.
So yeah, I hope like maybe one album by January and the next one by the end of 2027.
Hell
The
yeah,
third one.
that's amazing. That's such lofty goals, and hey, doing it yourself is kind of the where it's at, I think, in metal today. That's why, like I said earlier, it's not always about like the major label thing that was always like the dream of like being a heavy metal musician and whatnot. And I think that being able to produce your art at your leisure and in your time frame is ultimately where it's at. I mean, dealing with a label, obviously you're going to be like, okay, well, we have to meet this date for the label to press it and whatnot. But hey, it's still a process, and it's still awesome.
Yeah, it still works. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, like here we have this room where we can practice, and also it's the one that we are using to record the second album, and it's pretty awesome. Like, it's a privilege to
That's
have
right.
it, like as a matter of speaking. So
So one of the interesting things you brought up, and I want to kind of hit on this, is you were talking about the separation in the lyrics, in the vocals from Spanish to English in songs. Now, obviously, with English being a second language, and we're doing this interview in English, and so do you how do you all usually typically communicate in the room? Is it kind of a mix of both, or like do you primarily just speak English to each other now, or do you just?
Oh no, no. Here, I mean, we all speak Spanish.
Spanish,
I mean,
yes.
English is just something that we have like taught ourselves on the way. Well, at least I have. Alonso as well. We never studied it, but it's just something that
It flows, yes.
ultimately necessary, right? Because it's like I don't know, the world's language besides Chinese, I think. But I mean, it will be Chinese for that. But I mean,
Not for Doom.
here we all speak
Chinese
Spanish.
Doom.
Chinese Doom. I mean, I guess there's some pretty much Chinese Doom out there.
Well,
But we
Well,
just,
your English is really, you speak really well. You all do, and for it being a second language that you pick up along the way, you speak better English than some of the rednecks around my city that I know. So that's what I'm saying here is it's a compliment. And then when the camera goes off, it's like you revert to another language, and that's so cool to me that you just go back to speaking Spanish like normal.
yeah, I mean, well, I mean, in my case, in Alonso and Gian, well, I think all of us actually, it's something that had also to do with our jobs. I
Right.
mean, I work as an interpreter,
Mhm.
and my
Okay.
full-time job and everything, me and Alonso, we are both interpreters, Spanish English interpreters. So Gian
In my case,
has also.
I studied translation, but also my dad is from the States. So when I was little, I spoke it in English with him a lot. So that's where I got
Okay.
got it as a second language, basically.
Where in
Yeah.
the States is he from?
He was born in LA, but then he moved to Seattle, and then
Okay.
he met my mom were in Mexico, I think. Yeah, and then I was born here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Not very much.
Venturi as well. I mean, recently he had a job as an English teacher. So yeah, and
we manage the English. Some of the English we can manage it so well.
yeah, and we never studied it, but it's there. I mean,
Sure.
somehow it's like a must.
Mhm.
And
Right.
more. I mean, more when you are trying to get out there with your band.
Mm.
So it's something that you just can't
Need to do, yeah.
ignore.
Yeah.
But yeah, like composing wise, I mean, it's just something that just happened. Sometimes feels right to do it in English. Sometimes feels right to do it in Spanish. For example, Kamok, that is the bonus track of the album. The first part of the song, it's in English, and the
Fun parts.
closing part is in Spanish, and it's just because how it fit. I mean, it would have been in English both, but I felt that it would sound like better if it be in Spanish. And I remember having some people telling me like, but you can do it in Spanish and English, and I was like, why not? I mean, fuck it.
Right.
Well, yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing, it's metal. There's no fucking rules.
Yeah.
You do it's art. There are no fucking rules. You just create it how you create it, and I mean, and you just do, right? I mean, that's the way I always thought. And so, and I think it's really cool that you do that, and because there are the bands like Rammstein and the Who, and those big like major bands these days that have stayed true to like the native language and everything with like German and
What is it,
you know, like
Mongolian?
like Mongolian Chinese.
Yeah.
And that's rad. But to be able to do like a hybrid of it is pretty damn awesome. I dig that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, I
yeah.
never much thoughts on it. It just happened. But yeah, it feels right. I mean, sometimes you just have to like, or maybe all of the time, you just have to follow your heart.
You gotta start writing in French, man. He also knows French.
He also knows French, but I
Yeah,
don't.
I've had done some writing in French as well.
There
but,
was-
but for some other project like prog rock, I had.
There was also an instance in one song that at the beginning, Venturi he grabs the
Divina Comedia.
Divina
from
Comedia, which is the Dante's book, you know,
Italian Bible.
the Italian Bible, yeah, and he recites it in Italian at the beginning of the song.
We have one song that is like part of the fourth album, I think.
Right.
No, third album,
Maybe,
I
yes.
think.
Yeah.
That is there is like live
intro part. I
live
have
video that has like the full show of that song. And one part of the song is just Venturi reading a passage of Dante's Inferno.
Maybe I can link it to you.
And
Yeah.
on Italian.
Right.
Because she
She's an old Italian from Florence that is called by Dante Alighieri on the Divine Commedia, considered Divina Commedia in English.
Divine
Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Mhm.
that's not the name.
yeah, we can share
Divina
the link now through the chat, so you can
Yeah,
have it
for
there.
sure. So let me go ahead and ask you some of these general questions that I ask people. You know, they range from all kinds of things. If you were to have a superpower that you could that you had, what would it be?
That's a good question.
Traveling time.
Travel time, okay.
Actually, traveling time would be a pretty awesome superpower to have. I mean,
Okay,
Um,
so now I have to ask because that was going to be one of the questions that I was going to ask. You brought it up as a superpower, so ultimately, if you could travel to any, there's got to be the caveat with the time travel. Can you actually go between times, or can you only stop time for moments?
I
Like
think
you
both
slow
would
it down.
be useful, but I would like focus more on being able to travel back and forth in time.
Oh my god, if you
Like,
could,
Okay.
If I will have to use it, the first thing that would like come to my mind would be go to concerts, go to shows that I mean,
I would
I
travel
don't
back.
know. For example, the first thing that would come to my head would be Renaissance back in Carnegie Hall in the 70s, 1974, I think. That would be a show I would
right.
love to see. That there is
Okay.
no with only audio. I mean, man, I would also love to see, I don't know, Thin Lizzy live.
Yes,
Yeah, the closing concert in Dublin.
That's something
Hendrix.
that I would like to do.
I would go to the concert in the Led Zeppelin concert where they filmed the song remains the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the best fucking
Like
concert ever.
that time they played Ageless Last Stand.
Right.
Shit, I mean, I would use it like that.
That's 77, right?
I wouldn't care that much like on stopping
But-
time.
You have to remember
You
that
said
time.
something about stopping time. I wouldn't feel safe if you could stop time, man. You know?
Why not? I'm feeling safe now.
Don't
have to
fucking
re-
touch me.
Don't feel so safe.
You have to remember that the time is a human creation for making the way to the days going by. So maybe
Yeah.
time is something that you go back. Maybe time is something that we have to say on words to know. Well, saying go back or go forward. Maybe because if you talk about time, I can go forward to something that I don't know.
Sure.
Something that I like. So I wouldn't stop it. Time is unstoppable. Time is a word. So when I'm saying I would like to travel in time, man, is to go back to understand so much things that I would love to understand. Well, so much cases that I would love to be back. Always in music too. Thin Lizzy is something that I would like to be one of our favorites band.
Yeah.
Well,
to meet Phil Lina.
Black Sabbath too. I don't know. So much bands, man.
Yep.
Going back when the bands weren't.
What a
back,
handsome
so-
fella. Phil Lina.
You know
Yeah.
what would creep me out is just like getting too much of like the going back to understand things, and then going back like, okay, so we look at like our modern history just dating back to the last 2000 years.
Yeah.
But you know, they talk about like Egypt and things like that that are even that were built well beyond that they know that they've dated, you know, to like 8 and 10,000 years ago, right? So like, what if you go back even farther and it's like that I mean, what if we're sitting here and it's like you go into like a ridiculous futuristic timeline that's just like Back to the Future Part 2, you know, where people are in flying cars, but the world ended and like that civilization ended though, but it's still on the timeline
Yeah,
of
and that's
Earth.
a theory, right? Like, it could have happened. I think there's a theory that, I mean, that explains how there can be civilizations like so back in time that could have actually existed, like so advanced, but so like back in the past that there is no way there is evidence that they were actually there.
Also, I would be curious if could go back then. I would be curious to the reaction of a medieval child listening to like fucking doom metal, you know, in the Middle Ages.
I would just like use it to go back in time 1,000 years and show one child Bursum.
Oh gosh.
Then you
So
come.
I just recently saw a great picture where it was Varg sitting in trial and his attorney was Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul, and it was just like, oh no, not Varg. What's your favorite food? What's you ultimately go to that's like, yes, I want this all the time.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Living in Peru.
What was it?
No.
Don't listen to him.
It's a KFC.
KFC.
Oh gosh, please no.
I'm kidding. I'll kill you. No, we actually have like a lot of foods here.
Yeah.
We have like
It's infinite, you know.
We have infinite types of food here. Like, Peru is like the how do you say this?
The capital
of gastronomic
wonder.
My brother-in-law is shouting ceviche.
You gotta say ceviche.
Gotta say ceviche.
For me, I think it would be ceviche. Yes.
For me,
there's a lot of close seconds, but ceviche probably gets takes.
Yeah, for me there is one. For me there is one thing that is called sopa seca, that is the Spanish word for dry soup. That actually is like it's not that, but it's sopa seca is like a mix of, on your plate you have like some sort of pesto pasta,
right?
But it's just like green pasta, and on the other side you have carapulcra, which is this really awesome sauce of potato, a special type of potato that is a dry potato.
So it's like a stew with potatoes and peanut and pork.
Yeah, that shit.
Okay.
And also you have the pesto shit with potato shit, potato soup, and like a cooked pork. How do you say this?
I promise it's good. He's not making it sound very good.
It's good.
No, this is like I'm totally checking this out as
It's a mix of those three things, like
guinea pig.
Yeah, guinea pig as well. Yeah. We have lomo saltado.
That's my favorite one.
What's your favorite?
My favorite one is lomo saltado, which is like a mixture of meat with onions. You have rice, but it's got this like vinegar.
We could give you like a huge list of all the foods we have here. I don't know if you have visited Peru before, but if not, you should really come here like tomorrow.
Right.
you will just like
You'll get fat.
It will blow your mind. You would be like, really, yeah, you would gain like 300 pounds.
Yeah, you still listen to Kroger. You know?
We have some friends here from Chile that they just come here to eat and to play.
It's I think something you can maybe take out from this is asking a Peruvian about food. It's gonna be a really long conversation.
Yes.
Right?
Or your favorite band, you know, basically.
It's hard to have like a favorite food here because
Sure, because there's just so many different options and so many different cultures of things. Because as you were talking earlier, it's like within the metal scene, you have different districts and whatnot, and different districts have different backgrounds and different cultures themselves, you know, because how the immigrations happened and everything. It's so cool that, you know, we have things like that here, not so much in the degree of like local food type stuff, but we have a lot of like a lot of food truck culture here where you will have like different takes on like like gastropub takes and like, you know, really interesting places that would be like a really nice brick and mortar restaurant that because of the cost of that is so much they go all in on like food trucks, but it's like bistro type stuff, really elegant, but served outside at a food truck. It's pretty cool.
Like bistro trucks.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, well,
I've seen some videos.
Sounds interesting. I would like to try that.
Have you tried ceviche?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I've tried the closest, not like what here's version of ceviche is.
yes.
Yeah, here you can go like to, I don't know, some places and you can just hop on a boat and fish a fish.
And they
You fish a squirrel, man.
And then, I don't know, maybe
Fish a squirrel.
they just cook the fish raw right in the boat.
It's not cooked, man.
I mean,
It's cooked with the lemon.
It's not cooked. The cooking part is with just this lemon.
You call it lime. We call it
Throw the
lemon.
lemons here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cooked with lemon and it's just
that's food
awesome. And the freshness of it is like, fuck. I don't know, man.
It's
Settle down, man.
it works. Somehow it works. It's like the raw
awesome.
fish,
It's
lime juice, and onions, and maybe salt, and that's it. And I don't know why, but it works.
Sounds
And
amazing.
the ají, which is the pepper, the
Yeah,
spicy pepper
red
we
pepper.
have here, ají limo, and it's fuck, man.
Most of our great dishes come from necessity. Also, in
You
history.
gotta come here and try
Yeah,
it.
I've definitely gotta make the trip.
If you come here, just ask up and we can make you a tour, like a gastronomic tour.
Hell yeah. And we'll have to hit like so many metal shows
right.
as well. What's an irrational fear you have?
An irrational fear.
Well, he fears moths.
He's really afraid of
He's afraid of moths.
Moths.
Yeah.
I mean, insects in general, but it's not like a fear. It's just like a sensation of disgusting and shit. Like I see one, and I mean,
man.
I
I just
can
show you a picture of a moth, and you're
I can manage myself, but I just decide to stay away, and I don't. I mean, like normal people, I just go away, burn my house, and change my name, and go move to another country. But, I mean, hate bugs. I mean, moths especially because I mean they just fucking come out of nowhere, and here sometimes like 1 in 10 times you have like this huge moth that comes out of the blue, and just like
They're called the Atlas moths.
yeah, I don't care, man, just fucking burn it. And
Wow.
how
that's
we got
my
to the
irrational
moth.
fear of moths and women. No, I'm kidding. They're just that, man. Moths.
So like I totally like okay, so I'm kind of a halfway there with you on this because like moths to me I think are amazing looking creatures.
Oh no, of course they're beautiful,
But
wait,
like when like the feel of their feet on me, I'm just kind of like, nah, come on now.
no, I'll call my hand.
I chop it off and keep feeding on it.
Well, my
But
irrational.
yeah, I have a friend that once told me that when he was
let him say his irrational fear.
when he was a little boy. Okay. Say your shit.
No,
You can speak now.
You don't know what is it, but I have an irrational fear towards geese.
Geese.
Yeah, because I remember once I lived in a rural part of Lima,
Against rape.
and I pretty much, I was chased by a goose, in like, a farm. I was little, man. I was like being chased by a bella.
No, they're all bastards. Even the ones here, they're all bastards. Yes.
I've been chased by the llama.
I've been chased by
That's
you.
way more.
Yeah, okay, what about you, Venturi?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I don't have a.
I have no fears.
I have no fear.
No,
Venturi the courageous.
Or like have in mind, but I can't remember. So
Don't you have a fear of
no,
rejection?
I was thinking about it. I don't have. Well,
Yeah, I really don't like rats, so for me it's rats.
Oh, that's
My
good to
sister
know.
has
Okay.
rats. I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, short answer, but yes.
Right. So like
We should make a song about all our fears.
yeah, you need to make a song about rats now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
The
moths
rat king,
and geese.
I mean, Ghost. I see in the background, you have the Ghost poster back there. I mean, rats.
Oh yeah, I don't really like that song that much.
I stay away from that song.
It's a shit
right
song.
here.
Yeah, when he saw them live, when they were playing, he left.
He was like,
I like the first album, maybe the second one too. The
Sure.
rest of, not really that much. But that poster is from back when they were here.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, they played with Rey Normitaño.
yeah, when
brother-in-law's
they
band.
came here, our brother-in-law opened the show with Reino Mitaño. I don't know if you're familiar with Reino.
That's a band that you have to listen, man.
Yeah.
It's one of the best bands on South America, maybe on the world too, man. Not something.
Yeah,
That's something
yeah,
that I
fuck Black Sabbath.
I would say that
You're
it's
gonna
that I have
hear
to say.
Rain.
Sorry, something that I have to say. For example, there's a
Come on,
band.
man.
There's an ancient band, let's say here, no, that was part of it. Reino Mitaño, the drummer, I think.
Yeah.
It was called Mazo. They only
Yeah.
speak in Spanish though, but it's an ancient band. Let's say it's like a
Yeah.
band of the times. Well,
You could say that they're one of the first bands here in Peru
In
that
Peru,
play
yes.
actual doom metal.
Yeah, speaking
Yeah.
about that,
there are some bands that you don't have to listen because I don't think it's because they speak in Spanish. They have the song in Spanish, but it's like I
My-
don't fucking know why.
my
man.
first
because they
underground-
have so much
Yeah.
good songs, so much good riffs, man. You have to listen.
It's
Mazo,
definitely
Reino
the best doom metal band from Peru.
Yeah.
Rey Normitaño. I can
Yeah,
also
Reino
I can link it to you as well.
Yeah, my
Sure.
first show here, I listened to Reino Mitaño and was blown away.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a great band. Yes, indeed.
Hell yeah, man. So that was gonna be one of the next things is if you had anybody you wanted to give shout outs to or anything else you wanted to promote.
Well, for myself, nothing. But you've got something in mind. Well, for example, there's a band in Peru that I love. There's a band that has been dissolved too.
oh yeah,
They were talking about that this band have traveled to China, to Japan, they playing all the world. Yes,
Yeah.
the vocalist was the first vocalist of a band for me one of the best bands of heavy metal on not only the world because I fucking love the
Cobra.
bands. Cobra is
Cobra.
one of the
Cobra.
best bands.
Yeah.
They've already traveled on the True People Metal Fest on Europe. That's a band that you have to listen to, man. Cobra. They have so much
Hell
good
yeah.
on heavy metal, but it's a heavy metal well composed. It's like they have a great guitarist that's now playing in other bands. But yes, I would say Cobra, Reino Mitaño, Mazo.
My favorite band from here is also he's the drummer for that band. He's called La Garua, which is like the type of rain that we get here.
The drizzle.
The drizzle, that's right. Yeah, so
the drizzle.
it's kind of a dark, gloomy blues kind of band.
Poetic band.
Yeah, so that's a great band too. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
Well, they have said it all.
That's all, man.
That's it.
My shoutouts would be for Warning
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
and Patrick Walker. If one day
Man,
you see
that's
this, he's a
Please call me.
Fuck, man.
Come on. Yeah.
That's a
He also had a
Yeah.
recent interview that was amazing too. Yeah.
Sincere.
He's
Right.
a sincere guy, man. Everything that he makes, the lyrics, the
Yeah, Patrick
Yeah.
Walker,
Trust himself.
sincere guy. Shout out for
He
him.
said some
Here's for him.
here for Patrick Walker.
Well,
Yeah.
he said something in an interview regarding doom metal that I really enjoyed. That was nowadays most doom or stoner bands are like had this fixation with worshiping the riff and
and
goblins, and having naked psychedelic women in the disc covers, and
Nice.
and yeah, which is nice, but I feel like it kind of drifts away from the core of what doom metal is, which is like expressing some sort of darkness that's within us, and expressing it in a way that's like embracing it,
Hell
more
yeah.
than goblins and wizards and everything, which is also fucking cool. Don't get me wrong, but I feel that that's also a very important part in making doom metal.
Definitely. And that's what it's, it should always be about the truth of things.
Yes.
And I think that anybody who, take Dio for example, the stuff that Dio writes. Was there truth behind it? There is, but it was just in his coded way of talking about it.
Yeah, I remember that in Black Sabbath, when Dio was the vocalist, they told him, please don't sing about rainbows, So, but he didn't give a fuck, and he did it anyway. So that's
for sure.
So my hero, man.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
So my final question is, if you were to give advice to a generation younger than you, or you were to, what would you tell them? How would you say, hey, this is what you need to do, or this is what I needed help with? What would be your advice to a younger generation?
I would say, like, listen to where your heart is trying to take you. Like, wherever you feel
yourself.
Don't try to please.
Whatever you feel that your heart, your mind, yourself is trying to like come out, and like the real you, the real music you want to make, that's where the place is. And don't try to ever please anyone.
Right.
Don't
I would
make
tell
music,
people-
please, thinking on is this going to be right? Is this going to fit somewhere? Just don't do that.
I would say find your sound, and
Right.
maybe record yourself, listen to yourself, and take time to discover yourself and find your own sound.
And
Something
embrace that.
that is yours.
Yeah,
And
finding
that
your sound
feels
is
yours,
beautiful.
So something that somebody can hear and say, okay, that's Alonso, or whoever, So
Don't lie.
find your sound.
Yeah, don't lie.
Don't lie. That's just simple. Don't lie. Like, come on.
Yep.
That's it.
So easy.
Hell yeah. Dudes, thank you all so very much. This has been awesome. I appreciate you all taking the time out to do this, and you all doing this late night interview, late night practice. This has been like so fun. And y'all should like live stream your practice. Go live on the Instagrams.
Yeah, it's something that we have thought about.
We can the song that we have
Yeah.
Vamos aquí, ¿cómo se llama?
We can do that.
Stone Cristo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the song that we recorded on the band here the last time.
Stone
When-
Christ.
It was a nice song. I love the riff. It was like a time of the band.
Goofy shit.
Yes.
But yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was so
Dude,
true.
that's what it's all about, is doing the goofy stuff. But dudes, on our way out today, what do you want to have the video? What's the video you all want to play?
I would say Ashes.
Ashes.
Even though it's not in the album, that's
Ashes is the one that we linked in the chat. Even though it has like a shitty audio quality.
Hey, it gets the job done, does it not?
yeah.
Maybe that's some of the material that we have out there that is more updated,
Right.
It's what reflects more
right now.
what the band is doing right now.
It's one of the latest songs
Right.
that we have composed. Yeah, I would say that would be a good one.
There's a tiny dash of black metal into it. So the
I
last
think
beat.
I think Spark is
Yes,
the-
Just a bit.
That's really
Yeah.
A sprinkle, a spritz of black metal.
And you could say that's like the instrumental song.
And it's never enough. I mean, you You do have to
Right. It's
Black-
never enough, but it always borders on too much.
Yep.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's how it always is. And because it's what is it's nothing you should be concerned about, but yet it's everything you should be concerned about.
Sounds pretty
It's the same thing. It is the same thing. That one part of the song that's the black metal part, you always ask, is it too long? Is it not long enough?
No, let me
But it's never, it's like, it
It's
always
never-
feels like it's one too long or one too short.
Don't let anyone tell you that it's too long.
That's what she said.
That we just said. I mean, it's never too long. It's never too long.
For me, it's
I mean, as long as you don't kill your bandmate, it's okay. But
You turn around like he's fucking bleeding,
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
you don't stab anyone. I mean, at least not to death. It's okay.
Yeah.
Dudes,
I mean,
thank you all so very much.
No, thank you, man.
Thank you, man, for having us. I mean,
Yeah, this was great.
it was really great.
Very
Thank
cool.
Yeah.
This has been fun, and it's been like, I love the scene talk and everything, just because it's just like being in America, it's very different, and you being, like I said, in a city of 10 million people, and and I'm not even in that where I am, so completely different stuff, but craziness, but ashes, as they said, metal every day and kick ass.
As Dio's
Cheers.
grandma used to say.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us. It's been an
the Middle-earth legendarium. Supernatural and angelic, as opposed to the Valar, they are the lesser Anar, who entered the cosmos of Ea in the beginning of time.
You're late.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Ice Hound! Perennial West! Music of the Mile!
Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttattooandpiercing@gmail.com and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing. Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza DoNisi. Pizza DoNisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month, the sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street, so either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
As dawn approaches,
Heineken! Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Alright, metalheads, time to listen. That's right. Definite Metal Stomp, Awesome Brews, Pizza Next Door, check. Metal shows, double check. That's right, Mag Bar at 1398 South 2nd Street in Louisville, Kentucky. Friends of the Metal Forge for years. Get in there, get some drinks, get some pizza, see some bands, metal every day. In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shadebeast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shadebeast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit Shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shadebeast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? Then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The Sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code METALFORGE10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now.
In a broken wasteland, come to my fire and place your blood and steel upon my pyre. Metal Forge, this is the Metal Forge, this is the Metal Forge.